Everybody hear me? We good? Everyone's good? All right. Looks good. We're switching layouts. We're good. So again, welcome to Metroids for Charity. This is the inaugural event. This is something I've been really planning for the last 2.5 months or so. So, little background about why the heck we're even having this event. This event, it really was birthed out of me attending the Counter-Strike 2 Austin Major. And, you know, being there for the Counter-Strike is outstanding and amazing. But when I was walking through, and you see a lot of the sponsor booths, you know, you go around the concourses, and you're seeing a lot of the sponsor booths. Hang on, we're making sure this is working. Okay, and let's just make sure we're working. I'll wait till we see it. Okay, we're good. Chat hold. We're good. Everyone should be able to hear me now. Okay, so we switched everything over. Everyone should be able to hear me. Take 3. We got the technicals. Let's get them out of the way with now. All right. So when I was walking around the concourses at the Austin Major, I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, a lot of cool ones. Then I saw one called Movember. And that's an amazing charity that is mustache only for November. For a lot of guys out there, you grow your mustache. It's kind of the same thing as No Shave November. This is kind of just a mustache. So I got to talking with one of the representatives. Seemed really cool. And of course, being a shaving thing, I got trimmed up and everything. So when I got back to my hotel room and I'm, you know, just relaxing at night, I am just kind of thinking about, this sounds really cool because a lot of what Movember is about is around men's mental health. And I'm thinking, you know, I've done a lot of this for speed gaming. I do a lot of commentary. So for those that don't know, my name's Adam, aka WxFan21. And I'm an esports broadcaster primarily. Overall broadcaster. I've been a vice president of broadcasting for a nonprofit, national award winner in regards to what I started at that nonprofit. And I'm very blessed to be able to do this. The fact that speed gaming has allowed me to partner with this idea. Again, in my hotel room after thinking about it, I'm like, I kind of want to do something for mental health. So the fine folks over at Speed Gaming, shout out to Jam, and shout out to Dark Moon. Because as you can see, this fine overlay, which you got a chance to see a little bit before we went live here and switched over. Kind of a fusion between Super Metroid, and this is actually the landing site in Talon 4. I can't fit all 4 titles in here, but more on that in just a little bit. So, I talked to Speed Gaming. They thought it was a great idea, and we went with it. And after 2.5 months of planning for this, getting racers, commentators, trackers, everything, we're here. The inaugural Metroids for Charity event. We are raising money for a charity called Safe in Our World. This charity is nothing short of amazing of the work that they are doing. Again, so from the ground up, who are Safe in Our World? They're a mental health charity specifically devoted to the video game industry and communities of gamers. Long and short of it. What's the charity done so far? For gamers, they host a hub of life-saving resources, international helplines, and information over on the website, which I'm going to show you all here in just a little bit. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to get into my story with mental health and other things that I've gone through. Again, I can't fit everything into a 15-minute segment. You're here for the racing. You're not here for me. You're here for the racers. And boy, do I have some good ones for you. I'm going to tease them in our entire schedule coming up at the end of the opening ceremonies. So just real quickly, what else has Safe in Our World done? They released a video games themed mental health journal to support gamers and practicing well-being activities. They've created a supportive Discord community with over 2,000 members Discord.gg/safer together if you all want to join. They released the Good Game Playbook with Ubisoft to tackle in-game toxicity. That's a whole nother spiel I can get into with in-game toxicity, but we're not going to go there. What else have they done with gamers and for gamers? They've produced over 40 episodes of the Safe Space podcast, highlighting diverse mental health topics from across the gaming landscape. What have they done for the industry? They've partnered with over 200 companies globally to provide mental health support as part of their Level Up initiative. They've delivered over $380,000 of free mental health training to anyone in the industry. They have focused on ensuring marginalized people have access to their training. Over 76% of attendees in 2024 were from an underrepresented background. They provided talks, panels, and roundtables at hundreds of game industry events to raise awareness and advocate for mental health support across the industry. They've also created the games industry's first and only workplace well-being accreditation, the Mental Health Star Accreditation. You might be wondering, hey WX, we have this amazing bar down here. Exclamation point Metroids in the Twitch chat is going to get you access to the Tiltify page we have for this. This organization is based in the United Kingdom, hence why it's in pounds. I can't change it to USD. So just know that if you want to donate at all throughout this entire event, it's going to be in British pounds. So please take into account the conversion rate of wherever you're watching from. The conversion rate, please take that into account. I've already donated. I'm the first one that's donated, of course. My event, I want to make sure I donated a little something here. But what else has this, charity done? Who do they support? WX, this is all amazing and everything, but who do they support? All donations to Safe in Our World are used to fund the continuation of all the initiatives that I've already mentioned, and specifically developing support such as training programs, workplace well-being resources, tools like the Good Game Playbook and Positive Play Guide, and reacting to the needs of the industry and gamers. If you want to get more involved, again, their Discord is discord.gg/safer together. Stay updated on charity news. Make sure you show the website. Speaking of the website, I've talked a lot about the website. Let's get right into the website, and you can see some of the amazing stuff here on their website. There's their Become a Mental Health Star today. This is, again, you can find so much here. You see right up front, you see a bunch of news stories. You can get into stories from the industry, how to cope, get some resources. Any game spotlight can get into that. How to stay connected, and of course, everything else with their website. Maybe you want to learn more about the mission. Well, here's the Safe in Our World Charter. The main goal of Safe in Our World is to create and foster worldwide mental health awareness within the video game industry, to eliminate the stigma surrounding mental health, to make it a natural topic of discussion, and to promote the dialogue surrounding mental health so people are not afraid to reach out for help if they need it. Feel free to read more about the mission over at safeinourworld.org. You want to get some help? It's a great way to get it. You can find help. There are helplines, well-being, and a full list of items from A to Z. Let's just say we go click over on helplines. Check this out. Find the mental health resources. You can literally check a bunch of different stuff that's located by your area, or anything you want help with. Let's just say you want help with anxiety, right? Bam, you check that. You get your filter on, and here are all your resources for that. They've got you in immediate danger. They've got emergency services. They've got so much. Go check them out. I mean, this is the 988 line if you need to talk to somebody. The National Maternal Mental Health Line, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI. Please go check a lot of these out, your resources by location and everything else. Go ahead and check that out. But again, we're coming up at the end of the opening ceremonies. Tomorrow, we are going to have the opening remarks on Saturday. I'm going to go into my personal story with mental health. I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the stuff that I've been going through, how I became a broadcaster, why the heck I've done this, and again, couple of other things. We're going to be starting off with our amazing schedule. You know, you've heard me do a bunch of different titles. Y'all probably know of Super Metroid. So we're going to start things off. Maybe you've watched enough of the speed runs, you've watched enough of the randomizers, you want to get involved. You want to just try. Well, we're going to start off with the basic randomizer, the first of our 3 Super Metroid randomizers that we're going to be kicking off here during this marathon. Tonight, and here's our schedule. I hope you all are ready. We're going to be starting off with Anthony and Sunwoo Farmer racing each other in the SM Rat full countdown with a random start and a fast Torian. SM Rat is the basic level race category with our fine friends over at Speedrunners Arena. They host the SM Rat ladder races. They're currently in the playoffs right now. I've done a bunch of comms for them over there. So myself and Sinith are going to be on comms. Reem Octorus is going to be on tracking. That starts about 15 minutes, 5:10 p.m. Eastern. Then, at 6:35 p.m. Eastern today, Sam, the phenomenal Sam, the legendary Metroid Prime 1 runner, is going to be running Metroid Prime 1 any %. And it's going to be Reggie and Sam on commentary. And then we're going to go from Super Metroid to Metroid Prime. We're going to go right into Metroid Fusion. And we get Flash Frost, who's going to be running Metroid Fusion 100%. Thunder and Dark Spy got you covered on commentary. And to close today, oh, by the way, that's going to be at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time today. To close out our Friday coverage, 10:15 p.m. Eastern Time, MM2 NES cartridge versus Derp versus DJ Webb versus Zeb316 in the Super Metroid Dash Randomizer, the second of our 3 Super Metroid randomizers. They're going to be competing in an area rando race. That's going to close out our Friday schedule. And then I'll have some closing remarks after that. Glove and Sloters got you covered on commentary. I got you covered on tracking. It's going to be outstanding. It's going to be phenomenal. You've all heard me and Map Rando say save early, save often, right? Well, one thing I want to do is I want to shout out Ferocious Fifi. When I actually got a chance to visit Anthony and Fifi down when I was in Austin, and made me this amazing Save Early, Save Often t-shirt, because you've listened to my commentary on Map Rando. I've joked about making the shirts. Well, yeah, she kind of made me a shirt, which is phenomenal. So thank you, Fifi. Couldn't think of a better shirt to wear for the opening ceremonies. With that being said, we're coming up. This is the end of the opening ceremonies. Again, tomorrow, I'll go over the Saturday schedule. 11:45 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow will start the Saturday Marathon. We're going from 11:45 a.m. tomorrow till about 10 p.m. tomorrow night. We've got Metroid Prime 1 and 2, Metroid Fusion, a Metroid Prime 2 Echoes randomizer. We got more Super Metroid action for all of you. But let's get in to the first of our 4 playthroughs tonight. Super Metroid SM Rat settings full countdown random start with Fastorian takes place right now. Let's get on over to the action.